people are asking me, how do I choose my yarns? And this is how I do. Now, this is very simple because it's the same type of yarn, which is a soft, it's called, this is
Soft Secret.
Yeah, Soft Secret, but
The Hobby Lobby brand.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, there are others. They're the shiny. Anyway, if you can choose 3 yarns that are in the same hue or the same shade, so that is one thing. For example, I have that purple and that lilac or whatever, and that off-white. So that looks very nice together, but it's the same type of yarn. It is that sheen yarn, and that's one way of combining your yarn. Another way of combining your yarn is, for example, I have this tunic. It's very pretty. So everybody says, oh wow, beautiful yarn. And it has 3 different yarns. So let me separate it here. It is 1. And then this latter one is a 2. And this thin one is 3. So it's really 3 different yarns that I knitted together. And when I put them together, that's the look it has. So you really need to be able to combine yarns, knit them together to have the look that you want. Look how pretty that looks. See? And it's 3 yarns knitted together. So if I am going to knit a cowl, maybe something like this, it is very, very important that you decide whether you want to have bling like so, or like so, or like so, or if you want to keep it sport. If you want to keep it sport, maybe you want to use these, or maybe these, which look very pretty together. So you can knit this one with this one, and this one with this one. You can combine this with this, knit it together, or this with this and knit it together, and now you have 2 different yarns, this with this and this with this, and you have a very pretty set of yarns there. That would be very sport, but then you take that away and you can put this in there. That would be very bling, nothing sporty, but then you have to decide what kind of look you want. If you want a bling look, then get something like that. Then put, you know, something like silver or gold or something like this, that you can knit this with this and have that as a secondary yarn, or just do all your work with those 2. Or maybe do all your work with those 2. But please do not overwhelm your knits. You do not want to overwhelm your textures. Now, for example, look how pretty that looks. And that's a cowl. Look how pretty that is. But of course, when I open it, there goes the other color. Isn't that pretty? So this is what you see in the front, and this is what you see in the back. So this is a curly yarn, and this is a plain yarn. This is that.
We have a reversible scarf tutorial on this that you can visit.
This is the reversible scarf.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. So see, you can have this on this side, which is very pretty, and then you have this curly yarn on the other side. So what you do is that, see, this yarn has the dark, and then it has a shade like that, and then it has a lighter color. So you could also use for example, this, because that would be that same shade there. If you wanted a 3-color stitch, which is not the case here, but just in case you did, you could use that. That is that shade there. And then this, that would look very nice with that. If you needed another color, you could add that one there, which would be the darker color here. But it is very important when you have a pretty funny yarn like this to see what colors it has so that you can combine them, because this scarf could have been knitted with this or with this or with this or with this is something that we need to explain. Please do not overwhelm your textures. So this would be very nice with that, with that,
single colors,
or with that. Yes, you know, you don't want to have a stitch like this with more than 2 colors, because this is already very busy. So just keep it simple. Have that busy one with another one. And that's it. Look how pretty that looks. Neat.